Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. This session focuses on greetings and sociolinguistics. I hope and expect by the end of this session you will be able to understand the dimensions, especially the social dimensions of the use of greetings across the globe. Well, my dear students, I'm going to define the term greetings at the outset. Greetings are an exchange of cheerful expressions or good wishes between two people or a group of people. Why are greetings used? Greetings help people in establishing interpersonal relationships. They, help people interact in a better way on the social, ground. They bring them closer and they establish a better rapport amongst the interactants or the users. Greetings can be used an introductory remark to begin at the beginning of a proper conversation. So, they provide a kind of opening into a conversation as well. Greeting is an expression that may occur at different places in the social context. For example, on the road, at work, at shopping, at the coffee shop, at meetings. So, these are different kinds of social contact situations. Some of them are very formal, like meetings. Some are very casual, for example, at a coffee shop or on the road. So, for all these situations, there can be varied varieties of greetings that can be used in different languages in different communities. So, there are so many different possibilities of using these greetings. They can be used at home, they can be used at particular social functions or gatherings, etc. as well. Well, as greetings is one of the means of developing interpersonal relationships, it is worth studying from the point of view of sociolinguistics because the study of greetings provides insights into the social aspects or the cultural aspects of the linguistic behavior of the users of these greetings. Well, my dear students, I'm just going to share a few examples of different types of greetings that are used across the globe. For example, here on the screen, you can see some greetings that are used in Brazil. So, bom dia, that is good day. Como vai? How are you? Tudo bem e você? Maybe my pronunciation would not be 100% perfect because I don't know the language, the Brazilian language. So excuse me for that. Anyhow, it means all is well and how about you? Prazer em conhecê-lo. So what does it mean? Pleasure to meet you. So, if you look at even the choices, they resemble the kind of standardized choices that are made in different other societies as well. In our society also we have the same kind of greetings, but there are certain local aspects to them as well. Here are some interesting examples that I would share from the context of Lebanon, an interesting mix of both the French and Muslim Arab cultures that exists here in this context where the French and Arab cultures meet. Different kind of greetings are used. Handshake is used as a gesture while saying marhaba. And when it happens, this interaction happens and greetings are exchanged amongst very close friends. 3 kisses on the cheek, alternating cheeks in the French style. So, this is the combination. The gesture is the French style and, the linguistic part of it comes from the Arabic origin. As far as greetings in Japan are concerned, Japanese men and women usually they bow, in front of the addressee. As far as more cosmopolitan areas are concerned, in that backdrop of urbanization that is taking place, and now, the use of a handshake instead of bowing down is, it is gradually, becoming popular. However, it is very interesting that a lot of times people would perform both. they would bow down and then they would shake hand as well. If you look at the screen, in this case, it becomes very complicated in this context. I think this is a very, very interesting example that you can see in the pictorial form. Here I have another example that you can have on the screen. Again, this is very interesting. This is from the background of Oman, where when two male members, they meet each other, they exchange the greeting. The gesture, from the social perspective of life, the gesture that accompanies this exchange of greeting is nose kissing, where they touch each other's nose. This is, from the Hongi context of New Zealand, where, people touch their foreheads as they meet and as they greet each other. So, there are different physical, movements and body gestures that are associated with the linguistic aspects of these greetings that are used differently all across the globe. If you look at the Mano context of Philippines, here again the situation is different. Here, along with the exchange of greeting, touching the addressee's hand with your forehead, especially when the addressee is older or senior or superior, this is the tradition. This is a very interesting one. Sticking out your tongue. This might be considered very rude, for example, in our culture or in some other cultures. But in the context of Tibet, as people greet each other, they stick out tongue. I hope the study of greetings and the accompanying gestures here through this session would have not only helped you understand how they are used across the globe, but also it would have generated some further interest to explore this area.